What's up, y'all? B Marsh Boxing post-fight review. Tszyu, son of the legend Kostya versus Bowyn Morgan, a guy out of New Zealand. Guy I never heard of. I keep it tall with y'all. And Kostya's son, Tszyu, made us realize, or at least made me realize, why I've never heard of this guy. Tszyu dispatches this guy in one round. You know what I mean? Tszyu just really played with this guy. This guy barely laid a glove on him, you know what I mean? Except for a jab, maybe, Tszyu was working that body, fighting from range, you know what I mean? Keeping this guy at the end of the jab for that vicious straight right cross to come across, you know what I mean? Shooting up the jab and even sometimes mixing up the jab with, shooting off the left hook rather than the jab, mixing the jab, disguising the jab as a hook, you know what I mean? Digging right hooks to the body. Straight right hands and left hooks to the body. It was total annihilation by the man, Kostya's son, Tszyu. And the beginning of the end started for Bowyn Morgan when he got caught with a straight right hand to the body, then a left hook, then a right and left hook uppercut, a straight right hand, a beautiful flush right hand that had him leaving. Then he got caught with a left. Boom, beautiful combination punching by Kostya's son. And what's his name? Bowyn Morgan goes down, gets dropped in round one. He gets up, makes the 10 count, looks a little shaky. As soon as he gets up and the referee separates him, Kostya's son, man, Tszyu lands a vicious overhand right that just knocked this guy into the mar, man, and he ain't never get up, man. First round knockout for Kostya's son, Tszyu. And I'm always call him Kostya's son because Kostya is one of my all-time favorite fighters. And Tszyu has to prove that he's worthy to build his own legacy. Because most of these guys, when I've watched boxing, they live off the fame and the name of their pops, you know what I mean? Whether it was Ronald Hearns, who was no good. Go watch Ronald Hearns versus Lara. Whether it's Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. He's no bueno, not good. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys, they can't emulate their pops, you know what I mean? You check it. Man like Floyd Mayweather, he turned out to be greater than his pops and his uncle. But he's more than likely the exception, you know what I mean? Trying to think of who else, father-son combinations. Shane Mosley Jr., no bueno, no. And there's a plethora of others, man. It's not ringing a bell right now. I have to think about it. But Kostya's son, Tszyu, improves to 17-0 with 13 KOs, 154-pound contender right about now. You know what I mean? I read an article yesterday that for whatever reason, I don't know what's up with the guy Patrick Teixeira, the Brazilian who holds the WBO 154-pound belt. If he's not able to face his mandatory or defend his world title with the WBO strap, the WBO is willing to make a fight between Kostya's son, Tszyu, versus the Argentine, Brian Castano, former WBA regular champ, okay? So that's a good fight right there. And I just hope for the boxing god's sake that we get to see that fight. Because I'm not sold on Patrick Teixeira. I'm sorry. I seen Patrick Teixeira get knocked out by, what's his name? By Curtis Stevens back in the day. Not too long ago, but not too long ago, but not that far behind, you know what I mean? So, Patrick Teixeira, look, man, I don't know no great fighters out of Brazil besides that of Joe Fair. You know what I mean? I don't think I'm going to call Popo Ancelito a great fighter. So Patrick Teixeira has a lot to prove, not just to me, but to the boxing world. Brian Castano's legitimate. I've seen the guy fight. Seen him fight guys like, of course, Lara. I've seen him fight in England versus France versus Michael Soro. So he's definitely a good fighter. Kostya's son, dispatched this New Zealand guy whom we never heard of, Bowyn Morgan, in 1 round. Okay, so time will tell if he's really the goods. You know what I mean? But I'm looking forward to him, man. I'd love for him to be a superstar over there in Australia, bring fights down there to you know, the land down under. You know what I mean? And those could be big fights. I remember when Tszyu used to fight in stadiums out there in Australia. You know, and he fought guys like James Jesse Leha, past his prime, Roger Mayweather, you know, these type of fighters. But he'd bring big crowds over there in Australia. So we'll see if Kostya's son Tim Tszyu's the goods, and if he could do the same, and if he could become a superstar. Boxing's a global sport. It'd be a thing of beauty if he could have it locked down patent over there in the land down under in Australia. All right, B Marsh Boxing, your thoughts and comments. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. I'm gone. Peace.